Good morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 337, and we're here live in Southwest Florida. It's a little bit of a stormy morning, but it's still gorgeous, and I'm so glad that you could join me. If you're here, please say hello. And if you're crafting, I'd love to hear what you're working on this morning. I have some goodies to show you today. What else? So, I lost my train of thought already. That's not a good start. Hi Lisa, hi Vera, hi Edna, thanks for joining live. The sun is behind a lot of clouds in the east. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. And you see the colors are pretty stormy this morning, but still peaceful. Hi Rebecca and DJ, Chantel, Cynthia, thanks for joining live. Lisa, you notice that I'm wearing the Selena Ruana, correct. And I'm wearing it in a different way today too. I'm wearing it open and loose in the Ruana style, and I took one of my butterfly hair clips and just clipped it in the front like that. So I'll back up so you can see what this look looks like. Super casual, and you can see how it wouldn't be a bad idea to sew up the sleeves on this, and I'm still debating either tacking it just like one time at the natural waistline right there. You could put two closures right here, not sew down the whole thing, because then you get that side vent still. So I'm debating putting a little stitch right here and here and making it more of an open vest. So I have a feeling that's what I might do. If you notice in the pattern, I do give instructions for making long chain ties with fringe at the bottom. Those would be great for lacing up the sides when you feel like it. Yeah, I think it'll be, so I'm thinking that's where I'm going with it. I may end up making the ties that I talk about in the pattern, and then you'll see it, because then I can demonstrate how to lace them up. So I think that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm also debating dyeing it with natural dyes and doing a demo to show you how you can take veggies from your fridge or produce and dip dye. So what I was thinking is to only dye from the bottom and let the dye soak up a little bit, so it ends up being an ombre from the undyed to the dyed. How does that sound? See what people think about that. So we could either do something like beet juice, or we could use raspberries or blueberries, or we could use, what else is there? Onions. Actually, onion skins make a beautiful gold color. That might be interesting. Or we could dip dye from both ends, do beet juice or berry juice from the top and let that bleed down to the center, and then dip dye orange peels up to the center. So then it would go from, it would be an ombre from berry down to gold. That might be fun too. But I should have my ties done first so that the ties can get dyed at the same time. So if that appeals to anybody, let me know. I think it might be fun to show you how to dye undyed yarn at home with fruit and veggies from your fridge. Totally doable. Lisa loves the idea. I think I saw Joe said yes. Yes, Joe said yes. Edna said yes. Lynn thinks it's a fun idea. Yeah, it'd be fun. Now, there's no guarantee it works out, and you know, which might be exciting or not exciting. It'll certainly be entertaining, and I figure if it doesn't turn out, I can always dye it like I normally dye yarn. So let me do it first. If it doesn't work out, then you haven't made a mess on your projects. But I have a feeling it's going to work out really great, and I'd really love to show you guys how to do that. Does anybody have any other questions about this project or anything else before we keep going? I had a very long weekend. Marlon was in a tournament in Miami, so I did an awful lot of driving, and I dyed an awful lot of yarn when I got back from driving yesterday. I'm actually extremely tired. I don't know if it shows on camera, but man, I'm tired. I slept straight through the night last night, and I think I could have slept 40 hours and it wouldn't have been enough. Plus I stayed up for the Grammys last night, and that didn't help my sleep at all. Anybody else watch the Grammys? I love watching all the outfits and the hair and the shoes and the jewelry and the what do you call it, performances. But I'm more interested in the fashion. Lisa stayed up to watch too. Yeah, it went late. It went pretty late. Cynthia had her first night with CPAP. Oh wow, I hope you slept well. Yeah, Christy, I enjoyed it too. I loved all the tributes. I loved the Dolly Parton tribute. I loved the Aretha Franklin tribute. I loved the Motown tribute. What other tributes were there? Lots of great ones. I loved Cardi B's performance. Loved the finger curls in her hair, finger waves in her hair. I loved that style from the 20s. Loved how her peacock feather peplum looked like a peacock fan at the very end of her performance. Loved J-Lo's outfits. Yeah, those. Oh, and I loved that artist, Her, H-E-R. I loved her performance, but I really loved the songs that she came out with this year. Lots of good performances. J-Lo was amazing, but J-Lo's always amazing. I think if I could go see anybody in concert, living, that's who I'd want to go see. Good morning, Freeza B and Grace. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining live. Lily says J-Lo's her favorite. She's my favorite too. Jenny from the Block is like, I don't know, like an anthem to me. I love that song so much. I don't care what's going on. If I hear Jenny from the Block, it immediately puts me in a good mood. I love her. Love, love, love her. I really love her relationship with A-Rod too. I love how proud of each other they are, how supportive they are of each other, and how enthusiastically in love with each other they are. I find that to be so incredibly beautiful. All right, I have some goodies to show you today. Good morning, Diane. Thanks for joining live. And I find there's nothing more attractive in a man than seeing him enthusiastically, openly in love with the woman that he loves. Yeah, Christine singing Jenny from the Block. Now, how can you not? You can't help but sing it. I don't know. I love it so much. Oh, a couple people in Orlando this morning. Wonderful. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I think that's so attractive about Jason Momoa, the guy who was Khal Drogo on Game of Thrones and now Aquaman. He's so madly in love with Lisa Bonet, his wife, and I find that enthusiastic, outwardly emotional love for your partner is just one of the most attractive things you could possibly see. I love that about him. Dwayne Johnson's the same way about his significant other. He always openly talks about how much he loves you. Sherry got her order quick. Yay! Yeah, I ship within 24 hours most of the time, if not, since he saw her. I think Lily's talking about Jason Momoa. Yeah, if you haven't seen an interview with him talking about Lisa Bonet, it is so endearing, so beautiful. But Sherry, I'm so glad your order came quick. I do try to ship almost all orders within 24 hours. I can't say 100% because sometimes the weekend gets in the way, or sometimes there's more orders than I can physically send out in a day, but for the most part, everything ships within 24 hours. Some things ship same day, like if I'm in a real strong hustle vibe as I'm shipping and an order comes in that won't take long to put together and I haven't quite left the post office, orders can actually hit the post office within 2 hours of being paid for, which is crazy, which is probably what happened to Sherry on Friday if her order came that fast. Yeah, Lily, that's really cool. It's really, those stories are so endearing to me. I love it. I hope everybody finds somebody like that one day. Hi, sweetheart. We've got a chatty bird with us. Can you see him? No, there he is. He's been chatting. Okay, if nobody has any other questions, I would like to show you some new yarn. So Be So Lush and Be So Bold are the yarns that I dyed last week. Thank you, Freeza Bee. This is the Selena Ruana, and you can find this pattern as an instant download on my website, and it's also part of the Layers Crochet ebook. So I dyed Be So Bold and Be So Lush this week. Both of them are a blend of organic cotton and bamboo. Not quite, it's like 51%, 49%, so almost half-half. And one of them is worsted weight and one of them is fingering weight. So I'm going to show you, here's the first color. This is called She Sells Seashells. It's a really warm, neutral, somewhere between sand, like the color of the sand here, and mauve. Really beautiful. And the color, this would be the Be So Bold version, which is number 4 worsted weight. And this is the fingering weight, which is a number 1. I don't have the yardage in my head, but if you go to my website and check these out, you will see them. These are listed for sale already, but the pictures are not up. So once I show you the colors this morning, like if you fall in love with She Sells Seashells, it's already available in the shop, so you can order it this morning. If you want to see photos, they won't be up till later today, but for you at the podcast, you're getting first look at this, so they are available if you want to grab them before everybody else knows about them. So again, this is Be So Bold, number 4 worsted weight in She Sells Seashells, which is a very warm neutral, and goes into a little bit of pink from the neutral. And this is the fingering version of She Sells Seashells in Be So Lush, number 1 fingering weight. The next color is Living Coral. And this is Living Coral in bold, number 4 worsted weight. And this is Living Coral in Be So Lush, number 1 fingering weight. This is a coral, like a peachy coral, with some pink added to it, so it's a little warmer than a straight up peach, a little more on the flamingo side. But Living Coral, it's the warm pinky version of a coral. The next color is our tried and true Caribbean turquoise. You know I love this color, and I do it in almost all of my yarns. Who doesn't love a good turquoise, right? So this is Caribbean turquoise in Be So Bold, number 4 worsted weight, and this is Caribbean turquoise in number 1 fingering Be So Lush yarn. Next color is one that I've done before in Be So Bold and Lush, and this is Waters Run Deep. It's very similar to a London Blue Topaz. It is a blue teal. It has a teal tone to it, but it's on the bluer side of blue-green. And this is Waters Run Deep in Be So Bold, number 4 worsted. And this is Waters Run Deep in number 1 fingering weight, Be So Lush. Wait till I show you these colors together, you're gonna love it. And then this is the final color that I dyed. This is called Orchid Sunrise Glow. And although we don't have a beautiful glowing sunrise today, this is that purple tone that we see at the horizon line sometimes on a really colorful sunrise. So this is Orchid Sunrise Glow in Be So Bold, number 4 worsted weight, and this is Orchid Sunrise Glow in Be So Lush, number 1 fingering weight. Now, I'm going to show you how cute these colors look together. So we'll start with Be So Lush, which is the number 1 fingering weight. So you can look up patterns by Be So Lush, or all of the Be So Fine yarn patterns will substitute beautifully because it's a number 1 fingering weight yarn. So all of my hundreds of Be So Fine patterns will be great substitutions. Just watch the yardage. So here are the colors together. Wait till you see how gorgeous they look together. All right, so then this is Be So Lush, number 1 fingering, and this is from this side. We've got She Sells Seashells, Orchid Sunrise Glow, Living Coral, Caribbean Turquoise, and Waters Run Deep. So the original color for inspiration was Living Coral as our color of the year, and so I developed all of these colors to complement it. So you could do amazing color work with this, whether you did motifs or intarsia or tapestry crochet or knitted stranded color work. There's so many different ways you can mix and match colors, but I feel like they're all really gorgeous together. Just stripes would be beautiful. So this is the number 1 fingering weight Be So Lush yarn, which is a blend of organic cotton and bamboo. She Sells Seashells, Orchid Sunrise Glow, Living Coral, Caribbean Turquoise, and Waters Run Deep. And then I'll show you those colors in the number 4 worsted weight Be So Bold yarn. So this is Be So Bold, She Sells Seashells, Orchid Sunrise Glow, Living Coral, Caribbean Turquoise, and Waters Run Deep. All of these are in the number 4 worsted weight Be So Bold yarn. 51% organic cotton, 49% bamboo. Now, would anybody like to see any colors side by side? I love them all too, Joe. Thank you so much. I want to make something in each yarn right now, and I just can't even pick a color yet. I don't know. I really want a top. I'd really like a top in She Sells Seashells. I'd really like something in color work with Caribbean turquoise and living coral and orchid. I think these three are so gorgeous together. But then I think these three are gorgeous together. And then I think, oh God, what about these? What about Waters Run Deep with Orchid Sunrise Glow and She Sells Seashells? How gorgeous are those three together? Imagine doing colorful motifs and doing a motif project with those three. Orchid and seashell. Yeah, beautiful combination. Absolutely stunning. Good choice, Joe. Love it. So beautiful. And then this was the one that I mentioned, the three together. These three are gorgeous together. These three are gorgeous together. Oh, I messed up. Untwisted one. I'll wait and look for another. Hi Naomi, thank you. Thank you, Lily. I love all the colors too. So I showed you some combos in Lush. Well, you can do the same in Bold. But if anybody has a request to see some colors together, just give a shout out and I will do what I can. Here is She Sells Seashells with Waters Run Deep. Oh, let's do everything together. Well, I'll just show all of them. Here's Waters Run Deep with Caribbean turquoise, with living coral, and with Orchid Sunrise Glow. You notice every one of them looks good with Waters Run Deep. Now I'll show you with living coral. Here is She Sells Seashells, Caribbean turquoise, Waters Run Deep, and Orchid Sunrise Glow. Then we'll do everything with Orchid Sunrise Glow. We can go with Hello from Brazil, She Sells Seashells, Waters Run Deep, Caribbean turquoise, and living coral. Well, I'm so glad everyone agrees that the colors match well together. You know, I try. I definitely try. So I'm glad to see everyone's as excited as I am about it. Does anybody want to see any other requests? I was showing 2 color combos. Then when you go into 3 color combos, you have even more choices. I mean, the options just exponentially increase. So exciting. I should be releasing, let's see, which one of these yarns has patterns coming out in layers? There's definitely something coming out in this. I gotta think, I don't know. Do 3 color combos. Okay, that's harder for me to mix and match, but I'll take requests, but I can start throwing some up there. So here's Orchid Runs Deep with, Orchid Sunrise Glow, Living Coral, and Waters Run Deep. And then here's Orchid, Living Coral, and Caribbean Turquoise. Coral, Orchid, and Gold. No, there isn't a gold here, but I don't know. Yeah, but they would look pretty with gold. You can mix and match other yarns, I suppose. We've got the pure gold and Be So Fine. So if you wanted to do these 2 colors and mix in some Be So Fine with it in the same weight, that would be beautiful. And it would show some differences too. Coral and seashell. Yes, those 2 colors are really pretty together. Then there's the other thing where you could do a project where you changed gauge and changed weight of yarn. So you could use the same yarn in 2 different weights to show some thicker stripes and some thinner stripes within the same color. Or you could do that with 2 different colors. You could do 1 color in Bold and 1 color in Lush, and then you would see those stripes would have textural differences too. Yeah, She Sells Seashells is definitely some kind of poem from childhood. Was it a poem? What was it? I can't remember. But super cool regardless. Oh, I think the news is down here today. I hope I'm not in their way. There's a news crew down here. Anyway, does anybody have any other questions about that? I am dyeing Be So Sporty right now. There should be new colors of Sporty later this week. I did do a new version of a tongue twister, that's what it was. I did do a new version of Shisugi Ban. What else did I do? Oh, I did some crushed berries, real bright, vibrant raspberry kind of a color. I did some passionate plum, did some Caribbean turquoise, and I can't remember what else. So yeah, so there should be 5 or so colors, new colors in Be So Sporty later this week. But we have 5 new colors in Be So Bold and Be So Lush right now, and everything else is already in stock. So free shipping is still available all over the world. If you want to have free shipping within the US, your order just needs to exceed $75 and shipping automatically goes to free. And with international orders, once your order reaches $150, it automatically reverts to or converts to free shipping. So if you feel like stocking up on books or bags or yarn or all sorts of goodies, definitely consider using the coupon. That no coupon code necessary. It's just free shipping once you reach a certain number. Oh, you know what? I don't have Chantilly lace in these, but I will have Chantilly lace as another color in Sporty. You're right, I should have done some Chantilly lace in these because it would have been absolutely gorgeous to have a cream base with the stripes. Next time. Good morning, Melanie. Thanks for joining live. Aren't they pretty in the sun? Oh, Grace wants to know what color lipstick I'm wearing. I love it when people ask that, but you're going to get such a loaded question, such a loaded answer, Grace. I make my own lipstick every morning. I have so much fun blending liners and lipsticks together. This is a combination of a deep berry lip liner called Nightingale from MAC Cosmetics, and then I use one of their, oh, what is the name? I use a really neutral color nude lipstick on top of the deep berry, and when I blend them together it comes out kind of mauvish, like a berry mauve. And so I usually, in fact lately I've been doing a lot of that deep berry liner, but then depending on if I add coral or nude or pink, I develop different colors that way. Judy knows someone who's 91 who mixes her lipsticks. That's awesome. I've been doing it forever. It's just another way to experiment with color. I don't know if it's the 7-year-old girl that still likes to color in coloring books or draw wedding gowns, or it's the artist that likes dyeing yarn and designing clothes. I don't know which part of me it is, but I absolutely love blending colors to make my own makeup in the morning. And one of the ways I do that is with lipstick. So I try to pay attention to what I'm going to be wearing and blend colors to go with my outfit. Now, having said that, today is an exception because had I known I was wearing this top, I would have added some coral to the colors. But I changed my outfit last minute, and I'd already gone with the berry mauve this morning. Yeah, using a liner is a must, Sherry says. I agree. I think I've it's been years and years and years that I've been using lip liner. Melanie loves the show and loves my show. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. This is the brand new pattern. This is the Selena Ruana that you can wear in a handful of different ways. And today I'm wearing it more as the traditional Ruana. Lisa uses lip liner too. I wonder what the news is doing here. Who knows? There's another photographer down here this morning too. It's a busy day. I should show you the beach. Oh, someone else mixes their eyeshadows. Oh yeah, when I do eyeshadow, I don't wear eyeshadow in the morning here that much, but when I do eye makeup, I always blend my colors together. Always. And try to coordinate with my outfits. Probably wear too much sometimes, but I just have so much fun, I have no control. Here's the beach to the south of us. You see we have lots of walkers, some hand-holding walkers, so cute. We have a guy kayaking out there, or canoeing, something. There's the big fireball in the sky coming up. There's the news crew setting up their tripod. And here's the beach to the north of us. Quite a few people walking. You can see it's still kind of stormy out there. Who knows what's going to happen. Good morning, Christy. Thanks for joining live. but it's beautiful nonetheless. Oh, I have tags on my bra. I don't know if I told you guys, but I switched my concept of bras recently. And if this is TMI, I apologize, but we are mostly ladies here, and so I apologize to the men if you don't want to hear this. But I've decided, you know, I've read so many articles over the years that underwires aren't good for you and bras in general aren't good for you. And I realize that sometimes, because of the size that I am, being on the bigger size, sometimes bras just don't look good on me, and sometimes I don't look good in bras and whatever. So I decided I wanted to try a bralette, like something without underwire, without push-up, without anything like that. And so I found these ones on Amazon that were dirt cheap, and I just thought just something that would be a little more minimizing, so I wasn't all boobs when I left the house and in photos. And I tried a 4-pack on Amazon last week, and obviously you see I was just pulling the tags out of this one. They're freaking amazing, so comfortable, and I could see myself switching and never wearing a padded push-up bra again. I'm a 38D, 38 double D, and I thought these were only for really like A-cup women, and I didn't realize that they could be perfectly fine for someone like me too. And I feel so much more comfortable with this on. I feel like I've done something good for myself, that it's healthier for me than underwires. If you want to see the ones that I got, you can check out my Amazon shop in the fashion folder. I did add them there. I just bought the simplest set, and there are other fancier ones in there, and I may look into some other ones too. Yeah, I added them to my Amazon shop already, Mar. And so I bought the ones that had no frills on them. They were super cheap. There was a 4-pack. I got a black, a nude, and a couple of in-between colors. And I want 10 more. Seriously, I want 10 more. I just want to be able to throw one on every day. I do believe that hand washing them in Wrapture is going to be better than putting them in the washing machine, just like with regular lingerie, or putting them in a lingerie bag at least will help protect them. But that's the case with all lingerie. Brenda, it's okay. Oh, Brenda skips bras altogether. That's awesome. Good for you. Well, this is someone my size with a 38D double D in that range. I can't really go without one. So this is the closest thing I can do to going without, and I feel so much better doing it. So if anyone is interested in trying what I tried, you can find it in my Amazon shop. So, okay, that's it for my TMI. Unless anybody has any questions, then I'll keep going. I don't care. I'd rather share knowledge with people and share experiences. I don't care what subjects we talk about. I don't know, maybe it's being a mother. Nothing really grosses me out anymore. Nothing, I don't know, I've never really been much of a prude anyway, so I have no problem talking about anything. I know other people do sometimes, but I mean no harm. Joanna, you're same size, so you probably know what I mean about getting tired of bras. Freezeby has a brand that she likes. Good for you. I don't know, there was a time I liked bras. I don't like them anymore. And after reading so many articles that they're not good for you, it makes me not like them even more. So I'd rather do something a little anti-establishment, to be honest with you. Pamela's a similar size too. Yeah, so you probably know what I mean. And you maybe didn't think that bralettes were something that were okay for your size. So if there's anything I can do to open up somebody's eyes to the fact that, you know, size doesn't matter for doing something like this, I am glad I shared it, because I didn't want to share it until I tried it out for a week and decided what I thought. And I've decided that there is nothing wrong with someone my size going without a supportive bra. In fact, I love the idea that because from what I've read in these articles, that it's healthier for you to take out that support. I'm really happy about it, and I don't feel loosey-goosey. You know what I mean? I think that's what the fear I had with my size, is that I was going to lose the modesty and lose the support, and I didn't lose any of it. I feel completely modest, so that's wonderful. There's no breathing. One of the reasons, Sherry, is that there's no breathing with underwires, and the other thing is when they're supported, your muscles aren't doing what they were meant to do. So when you allow your muscles to work to hold up your body, you're doing something better for your muscles and for the health and circulation of your body. If I'm wrong, please somebody correct me, but that's the gist that I got from it. Oh, there's a dolphin. Yay, Karen saw a dolphin. Well, hopefully other people saw the dolphin. Brilliant Creations. Brilliant Creations. I was talking about a bralette that I tried out and I shared in my Amazon shop to stop using underwire push-up bras, and just a little less supportive. I mean, it's still modest and has a lot of coverage, but it's not pushing my body up as much, so it's allowing my muscles to do their own support of my body. So it's something that I wanted to try out, and I'm loving it, so just sharing it. Yeah, I missed the dolphin too. Bummer. Oh well, maybe next time. Glad somebody got to see a dolphin. All right, well, if nobody has any other questions, let's take this last minute here to look out on our gorgeous view, soak in the sounds of the waves, and set our intentions for the day. Morning. Oh my God, I didn't tell you guys about the salad chopper that I found this weekend too. Oh my gosh, remind me to tell you about salad choppers tomorrow. I found something amazing. Anyway, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the sound of the waves, all the yarns and pretty colors I shared with you today, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Thumbs up, everybody, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell if you'd like to be notified every time I go live.